We are here with John Smeaton, who is the co-founder of Voice of the Family, which is the association who organizes the Rome Life Forum, which we are at right now. And the Rome Life Forum reunites many pro-life leaders to talk about the strategies for the international pro-life battle. And Mr. Smeaton is also Vice President of the International Right to Life Federation and Chief Executive of the Society for the Protection of the Unborn Children. Thank you, Mr. Smeaton, for being here with us.
Not at all. It's a great pleasure.
So, the pro-life battle, as many people are now recognizing, is getting an upgrade, we could say, to an international level. Because if our enemy is united internationally from many more years than us, we are also learning to collaborate and cooperate internationally. What is the value of this work?
Well, first of all, one has to say that there has been international work for many decades, not least through the work of Human Life International, one of the other co-sponsors of Voice of the Family, and one of the members of Voice of the Family and one of the co-sponsors of the Rome Life Forum. Also, at the UN conferences in Cairo, Beijing, Istanbul, back in the early 90s, we were fighting against a right to abortion. And Pope St. John Paul II made a dramatic appeal to pro-life groups to come to the UN and fight for the defense of life. And there was a natural international networking at that time in which I had the honor to be involved, helping to organize those groups at the request of the Holy See. And so now we have a different battle, because that battle within the United Nations has now extended into the church with a very pernicious ideas, not least moral corruption of our children through comprehensive sex education has been taken up not only by local diocese officials, but officials going right to the top of the Catholic Church here in the Vatican. And not a few yards here we are from the Vatican, where we're in Hotel Columbus, where we are having this conference. And so it is clearly urgent that some of the same people who were involved in the battle at the UN, like myself, like Patrick Buckley, like members of Campaign Life Coalition and others who are represented here, should be fighting. Christine Vollmer should be fighting also now for not only for man, for natural law, for fundamental human right to life to be upheld, but for Catholic doctrine to be upheld. Because it is Catholic doctrine on the sanctity of life that is at grave risk. We have heard at this conference that the Holy Father himself, whom we love, has welcomed and said he is gratified by the Sustainable Development Goals, which include a call for universal access to reproductive health services, which means, according to the most powerful nations in the world and the UN, access to abortion, access to contraception, access to sex education in schools. And we have a Vatican sex education program, which is pornographic, which a leading psychiatrist in America has said is abuse of children the worst he's seen in 40 years. So, hey, this is a big, big battle. The church remains constant. The church is Christ. That never changes. But officials in the church are actively undermining and intending to undermine Catholic teaching in this area. And we as lay people have a right and a duty under canon law to correct our pastors. And we do that not only as pro-life leaders, but more importantly, as parents. We have the authority over our children. Catholic officials have no right to undermine the right of parents and to corrupt our children with morally corrupt programs, such as we see in England and Wales, promoted by the Catholic Education Service. And fortunately, we have a couple of bishops in England and Wales who bravely oppose this kind of thing. But I have my own Archbishop of Westminster who supports it. It is shocking. And I, as a father, have a right to say so and to warn and to say, parents, you must mobilize. You not only have a right under Catholic teaching to protect your children, you must do so. Cardinal Cafara said to me this morning over breakfast, you must protect your children. You must oppose bishops to protect your children. And so, hey, we're doing it with hope in our heart, with joy in our heart, because Satan has already been crushed by Our Lady. And so we have dedicated our efforts to Our Lady of Fatima. We have dedicated our efforts, we are renewing our efforts in dedication to Our Lady of Fatima by promoting the first 5 Saturdays devotion, by promoting the wearing of the Holy Scapular, by promoting penance, by promoting the consecration of Russia in accordance with Our Lady's instructions, which Cardinal Burke renewed that call at our final speech at the conference.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smeaton. It was very inspiring.